দর্শক আমন্ত্রণ চ্যানেল 24 এর মুখোমুখি অনুষ্ঠানে। মুখোমুখিতে আমরা সাধারণত রাজনীতি, অর্থনীতি, সমসাময়িক প্রেক্ষাপট নিয়ে আলোচনা করি। তবে আজকের আলোচনার প্রেক্ষাপট, আবহ, অতিথি সবাই ভিন্ন। আজ আমাদের সাথে রয়েছেন ডেভিড ওয়ার্নার। নিষেধাজ্ঞার কারণে এই মুহূর্তে দলের বাইরে। কেন নিষেধাজ্ঞা তার উপর এসেছে সেই বিষয়ে আপনারা সবাই কম বেশি জানেন, আমাদের আলোচনায় তা চলে আসবে। ডেভিড ওয়ার্নারের দল সিলেট সিক্সার্স, বিপিএলে তিনি খেলছেন সিলেটের হয়ে। আমরা ওয়ার্নারের বিপিএল ভাবনা, তার দল সম্পর্কে ভাবনা, বাংলাদেশ জাতীয় দল বিশ্বকাপে অংশ নেবে এবছরই, কেমন করতে পারে সেই ভাবনা জানবো আজকের মুখোমুখিতে। We are very much delighted to have you in BPL. A lot of people who actually like the cricket of Australia, like the cricketers of Australia, and you are a big name of today's cricket. First time you are playing in BPL. How was your feeling about the total tournament?
Yeah, look, I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity to come here and play in the BPL, and look, I'm very excited. We've got a very good bunch of characters in our team. We've got some youth, we've got some experience, and as I said, I'm grateful enough to lead this team.
You are a big star, Sylhet expecting a lot from you, and you are the captain.
I'm enjoying it. It's something that I like doing. It keeps me relaxed. I like to just, get people enthused. I try and get a lot of energy out of people, and make sure we're creating a fun environment. The guys that we have here are very good people. As I said, they're characters. They laugh a lot. They have a lot of fun, and they're very good cricket players. And that's what I try and get the most out of these guys.
David, it was actually like dream come true that David Warner, Steven Smith, they're the part of BPL. Sometimes it seems that it's unbelievable, but now it is true that you are playing for Silet Sixers.
I saw the BPL as one for me to have a break after this and then go on to the IPL. So I wanted to have Christmas at home with my family, play the Premier Cricket at home, and I had a phone call from Wakabai. He rang me, and I worked with him in Toronto. We played in the Canadian League, and he said to me, what's your thoughts of coming to here and playing and maybe potentially leading the team? And I said, look, let me speak with the people at home and see if I can organise something to make time to come over here and play. And yeah, I'm here doing that. I made that choice. And I've been here before a couple of times. I've experienced playing in these conditions.
First match you got run out, a little bit disappointed or not?
Oh, it's part of the game, Sometimes the language barrier. There was a couple of times there where he called yes, I called no. But this happens in the game of cricket. No one's to blame. There's another game to come. There's plenty of games to come. So we just got to make sure that we win.
Always, when I used to look at your play, your attitude, always you try to release pressure. So what is the recipe of it?
Look, it's about having intent. I think there's a lot of bowlers out there that want to get our wicket, and my job is to go after the bowlers. Some bowlers you have to respect a lot more. Not saying you don't respect every bowler, but there's some bowlers you feel like you can get away. But there's definitely some bowlers you have to be careful of when to try and go after them. First six, always challenging here when the ball is brand new, because if it hits the seam it turns, if it doesn't, it goes straight on. So you've got to be very mindful, very watchful, and I just see it. If I see the ball, I hit the ball. That's it. That's all I can do.
All Bengali cricket lovers, they have a great interest about IPL because Saqib Al Hasan, Mustafizur Rahman. And now Mustafiz is not playing for not getting the NOC from Cricket Board, but he played for your team and you played a vital role for cheering up him. And that particular time, your team were the champion.
Yeah.
So what's your feeling about Mustafiz? Because he's not good or smart on English, but he has something in him to do anything against any team. So how you manage him in that particular time?
For me, I had to try and work out how to communicate for one. First off, say salam alaikum, and then say to him kibinacho, and then he said, you say balabachi.
Okay.
I said no problem.
Okay.
So then that from there is a bit of an introduction.
Yeah.
And then he just looks at me and smiles. So for me, I just try and communicate through a couple of guys who speak Bangla in the Hyderabad team, and we worked out a good relationship. We sort of had his 6 balls, and would sort of say like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And he would know what to bowl if I came up to him and said like number 3 or something. So like we had a understanding, And Bhuvaneshwar Kumar helped me a lot out on the field. He communicated very well with him, but he played a pivotal role in us winning that tournament. You know, his slow ball was good, his bouncer was good. The ball he bowled to Andre Russell, the Yorker, was fabulous. You know?
That was
fabulous.
Fabulous.
And everyone was like, who is this guy? And I was like, this is our star from Bangladesh. And, you know, he was a fantastic asset for us, and he's a very humble guy. I get along with him very well.
You closely monitor or observe his bowling, his attitude. What do you think that where is the destination of Mustafizur Rahman?
Well, with Fizz, he's got good wrist. So you've got to watch his release point when he's bowling. He bowls a very good slow ball. You know, he's a very clever bowler, a very smart bowler. He's played a lot of cricket since that IPL. So he's played, you know, all three forms. So, you know, management from the Bangladesh Cricket Board is a vital recipe for him to play, you know, to get longevity. So if they can manage him very well, then he'll be good assets for Bangladesh and for the franchise cricket.
দর্শক মুখোমুখিতে নিচ্ছে একটা বিরতি, ফিরছে একটু পর, সাথেই থাকুন। বিরতির পর দর্শক আবারও ফিরে এলাম, আমাদের সাথে রয়েছেন ডেভিড ওয়ার্নার, কথা চলছে তার সাথে, চলবে আরো কিছুক্ষণ। We know that cricket is difficult, captaining is difficult, but sometimes we know that David Warner can speak some Bengali words very easily. How it was difficult to speak?
I've grown up with a very good friend of mine. He's Bangla, and he teaches me some very bad words. I will never say them, but always says Armi Tumoki Balabashi. And then yeah, and then Kiminacho, you know, like this basic stuff. Because sometimes for us as Australians, we try and talk a little slower, but in a sort of a Bengali accent, which is very bizarre. Because sometimes we talk very fast. So for us to slow it down, it's very hard to keep the Australian accent. So you see, sometimes us try and put on an accent from Bangladesh.
You applied your Bengali words during the match of Sylhet?
Sometimes. Not really. I don't need to, because I have Shabir there to help me. And, you know, I have Taskin and Alamin, and Alok has been very good with me, so he's very experienced, so he can help me a lot. So with me, I speak to them, and then the guys will translate that into Bangla, and then I'll just chill out, just relax, smile, thumbs up.
David, if we look at the performance of Bangladesh national cricket team, they played well in the World Cup that was held by Australia and New Zealand, and then in Champions Trophy they played in semi-final level. Now the World Cup is coming, so we have great expectations for our team. In which stage we can expect that Bangladesh will go in the next World Cup?
Yeah, look, it's always going to be very challenging for a subcontinent team to go to England and do very well. The wickets actually last time during Champions Trophy were slow and they turned. I remember the game we played Bangladesh at the Oval. It was a slow, low wicket, and it was very challenging for both teams. And it was obviously a washout towards the end. But, you know, the expectation from every team is to do well. You know, Bangladesh will put up a fight, we will put up a fight. That's just the expectation of every team during a World Cup. Everyone is vulnerable in a World Cup because it can be nerve-wracking. But I'm sure the team that Bangladesh put on the park will be very good, very competitive. And, you know, there's some quality players that are here that are going to put their hand up through the BPL to put their hand up for selection.
Total team actually depends on 5 specific cricketer. Most of the times big wins comes only that particular time when this player actually they do well. So this dependency sometimes can create any kind of crisis for the team or not.
You know, you look at the great teams around the world. You know, you look at Virat Kohli, for example. Every time India chase, he almost 90% gets 100. So, you know, for England, Joe Root is an anchor role. You know, you have to find a balance. And the right balance, and you have to back that skill in that team to go out there and perform. You know, you can't rely on individuals, and it's a team sport. So you know, you need batters and bowlers to do well, and fielders have to take their catches to win the matches. You know, it's a very simple game.
Mashrafi bin Mortaja, a legend of our country, rated as legend cause his captaincy. What do you think that a good captain, how much important for a team for great achievements?
I think it's all about off the field. I think franchise cricket, for example, you don't get to hang out with everyone. You just come, you're here for 5 weeks, you got to gel together. It's about having fun. You know, games, training, you know, jump around. Fun is a big word. And you have to be happy with everyone that's there. Now you look at Ricky Ponting, you know, Alistair Cook, even like, you know, Graham Smith when I first came. Those guys are very strong in the head. Very strong. They know how to get a team going together. They know how to get the team gelling and working well as a team. And that's the most important thing. I think that starts more off the field with training, having fun away from the game. Because when you walk on that field, everyone knows what they have to do.
আলোচনা বেশ জমে উঠেছে, অনেক অজানা তথ্য জানাচ্ছেন ডেভিড ওয়ার্নার। তবে এখন একটা বিরতির সময়, ফিরছি একটু পর, সাথে থাকুন।